Did you want it in the middle of these two?
Yes. Is it quite, not quite, yeah. Shut up.
I'll put it in the middle then, shall I?
How you doing, Rebecca?
It's my day off.
Spring is fully underway here in Scotland, so we're spending loads more time outdoors. And now that barbecue season is upon us, it's time to fix the problem of having no patio furniture to eat at. Luckily, I've got some manky old picnic tables, so a restoration is in order. What could possibly go wrong? Stay tuned for how it turned out. It looks really good. Also this week we install some pea and bean supports in the kitchen garden and try to put a smile on Forsley's face, who hates being indoors when we're not, by taking him to a local beach to get absolutely filthy. Welcome back to Learning the Good Life.
Okay, so today's project is going to be something I've been wanting to do for ages. So up there is a lovely kitchen garden where we like to sometimes, often, when the weather's nice, eat outdoors. But we're minus, and have been since we moved in, patio furniture. We inherited these two picnic tables with this place, which were down here, which is a lovely spot for them, other than the fact that we don't really use them down here that often because it's quite far from the kitchen. I think we might have done just one picnic, which was very nice, but at least one of them is going to get brought up. So I've actually brought the car down. We're going to try and move it to here, from here to the car, and then drive back up Rocky Road and round. And then once it's up there, I can restore it because it's covered in lichen. But I've got some furniture restorer stuff that I can do and sand it down. So hopefully that will look good as new, or near as good as new as possible soon. And we can start having some family dinners in the garden. All right, so we've realised it's too wide for the car. It was a nice idea. Change of plan, we're actually now taking it up Rocky Road on foot. Here's the steepest part. How you doing, Rebecca?
It's my day off.
We're getting there.
Oh my God.
And it's here. Well done. That actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Poor dog gets so upset with us when we're out here, and he's not. We'll let you out in a bit, buddy, all right? Well, it's not a total bust having brought the car down, because me and the daughter are going to bring up some of this firewood from the bank clearing job. So let's get it done, shall we? Worth it, I'd say. Before you tell me off for filming whilst driving, do remember we're on private land, so normal road rules don't apply. Common sense does, I can hear some of you saying, but I'm going at about 0.5 miles per hour. Okay, let's make sure this gorse doesn't scratch up the paintwork. We reckon this is about at least 2, 3, 4 nights worth, so worth having got. Except we didn't bring up the elder, because elder is one of those woods that you can't burn because it smokes and you're not supposed to burn it inside. I've never tried it, but I'm willing to take people's word for it. You don't burn elder. But this is, what is this? I'm not sure. If you can tell me what wood that is. The sort of nice orangey hue. Some of it was ash on the bank, some of it might be beech. I just don't know. Some of it's got these really nasty thorns on. Yeah. Nik, where's your PPE, I hear you ask? Oh, it's just a little bit. And I'm, as ever, being super careful. My daughter noticed that lots of the firewood had millipedes on, and they're all now in our car, so come with me. Let's film here. Can you see in here? There's one there, one making a break for it, another one making a break for it. Don't see any more wriggling. Yeah, a few more under there. Well, who knew that that particular kind of firewood was such a habitat for millipedes or centipedes? Not sure which, I didn't count the legs, but I think I saw on QI that centipedes don't have 100 and millipedes don't have 1,000 legs anyway. So there you go. We've got a bit more firewood. Good job. Okay, job one is to get all of this lichen off. So that's the sander, which I'll use later. But I've also got these wire brush attachments for the drill. So I'm going to get that set up and have a go with. I reckon that looks pretty badass. Wind is trying to hurt me. Let's see how well this works. Yep, pretty blooming well, I'd say. Spoke too soon. Okay, well the wire thing is working, but it's going right down and sanding back, and this is already some quite delicate wood, so I'm wondering if maybe a slightly more delicate approach might be more sensible. Yeah, slightly more labour intensive, but not too bad, so I'm going to go for the brush. And I'm going to put some PPE on, because some of the dust coming off, you know, it's lichen, it's spores, isn't it? And I always think, if I don't know if something's harmful, I'll assume it is until told otherwise. So yeah, I'm putting on a face mask. I hate wearing these, especially on a nice day, because I'm going to get really hot and sweaty. This is an oddly satisfying job, made all the more so, I think, by the fact that I've wanted to do this for, well, 2 years since we moved in. So it feels good to be getting this done, finally. Isn't it funny how on the last one you discover that the technique that would have been the right one to use all the way along? Coming up nice though, isn't it? Well, it's a million times better already. I think I'm going to sand it down next. So these girls are building a pea and bean arch. You requested a screwdriver.
Thank you, my darling. I'm not great at making things, so this will be interesting. But we'll give it a go.
All right, well, you know, you're modelling great determination and resilience.
Thank you.
For our young daughter.
Thank you.
Well,
we're going to make it together.
Good luck. Okay, so the girls have masterfully finished this job of this pea and bean arch.
Yeah.
But we're just discussing, is it a bit big to go there, over that bed? And wouldn't it actually look really good if you turn around there, daughter? Filming daughter extraordinaire. Wouldn't it look great over the archway? Oh, there is an arch, isn't it? Shall I bring it over and have a look?
Yeah, but then what am I going to put my peas and beans up?
Well, I guess
I'll have to get something else.
we could get another one of these, but a bit smaller.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, you could just use this one. I mean, it doesn't matter.
It's just the wind I worry about here because we're exposed and it is quite windy. Oh yeah, look at that, it really fits it.
Perfect, because basically, I haven't described this, but I'll do it now. Over here, I'm going to be making a dog gate. Obviously, we can't completely close it off, but it's just to make Forsley, to dissuade him from wanting to run out here, because this is to the neighbours, who he absolutely loves. But we don't want to be annoying them. They're lovely with him, but he always goes over there when he gets an opportunity. So we're going to just dissuade him by putting a gate here, a couple of posts and all the rest of it. I'm going to make it look quite cool. I found an old one in the steadings. And So then beyond, I mean, this is just such a good size for it, isn't it?
But it's nothing's going to grow. It's so shady there. Is nothing going to grow?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Even it could just be a guide for where to cut the pine trees to, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Just felt like it was the right size for the space.
It is the right size for the space.
But I think you're right. What's it actually doing?
Yeah, let's try it in the piece.
It's these sorts of conversations we have to have, you see.
Let's try it in the piece. All we can do is try it this year.
Yeah.
And if we feel like it's too dominating the garden,
Yeah.
we'll find something else.
Somebody in the comments wrote a really nice thing about when I said last week, I said it's quite nice being clueless because there's less pressure on you to get it right. And they said I'd like to always be clueless in the garden because it means you try new things and you don't get bogged down in dogma. So we're trying to keep that spirit alive. We're just trying stuff. So in that spirit, Mummy, let's just try it this year.
Okay, give it a go. And I'm going to put the obelisk in the middle. It's going to look genius. You're all welcome. Okay.
Ready? My side's going to go down quicker than yours because I weigh a lot more. He says.
Wait, hang on. I don't want it right. Oh, I need some space to plant around it. So
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So, say when?
In a bit. Just yeah.
Right there?
Does that look straight-ish? Just whatever.
Don't say our daughter's name.
But it's her name.
Just call her girl child.
Child. More in.
More in?
Talking to me, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Not girl child.
Me?
No, me. Oh, that was good. And then, look at it, check this bad boy out in the middle.
Nice. Did you want it in the middle of these two?
Yes. Is it quite, not quite, yeah. Shut up.
I'll put it in the middle then, shall I?
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
I mean, it's chalk and cheese already, but this is the stuff I've got that I bought when we first moved here. So 2 years it's been sitting in my shed waiting to be used for this very job. And it's going to have to wait another day, I'm afraid, because it takes 16 hours to dry. And we want to eat out here tonight because it's a beautiful evening. So this is at least usable now. I'm going to tighten up the screws and get it, you know, a little bit stiffer. And tomorrow I'll bung this stuff on, and then I've got some varnish that can go on top. And it should hopefully be, if not good as new, then as good as better than when it was down by the burn covered in lichen. Nice. Anyone interested to know just how much lichen a piece of furniture like this can acquire? It's that much. We could do a before and after if I zoom into the before, which is the other one down by the burn still. Before. After. I'm not sure that bit of the big hock enjoyed being driven on by the car. Hey, it's going to get mowed again pretty soon. Well, I'm about to treat this with my furniture restorer, but we premiered it last night because it was a lovely night last night, so we sat out and had our first family meal of the season. But we did notice that this one is just a little bit sketchy, so I'm going to add a brace to this one. Any use we get out of this thing is a bonus because it was just rotting away next to a river, so even if it breaks after 2, 3, 4 uses, that's okay. But hopefully it'll last us at least this season. So this needs strengthening, big time, and then I need to get my furniture restorer on it. Let's go. It's more like it. A note on timber as I perch precariously here where it's strong. Ooh. I'm going to jinx myself now, but I've yet to have to buy any timber or lumber, or whatever you call it, wood, for any of these projects. And I've built quite a few since we've been here. And I still have quite a nice store left over by the previous owners. And I think before them, the farmers that were here, just, you know, you have a lot of wood around. The previous owners had actually been milling some of the wood left over from the woodland, which is a great idea, and I'm going to hopefully do some of that in the future as well. But knock on wood, haven't had to buy a single piece just yet, but it does mean that I'm having to sort of, you know, clean it a bit, as it gets dusty, as it lays out in the sheds and stuff. Quite a large amount of pigeon poo on lots of it, but I'll take that for free, you know. Right, let's get this braced so that hopefully it doesn't collapse under, probably, let's be honest, my weight. Okay, demented DIY over. That side's a lot more rigid now. So time for this stuff. Garden furniture restorer. Stir well will do. Remove excessive dirt and soiling and large areas of algae, lichen, fungi or moss. Done. Only suitable for bare or previously oiled wood. Stir thoroughly before use, yes. And it will lighten in colour, and you work it in with a rigid brush. So you paint it on with a normal brush, work it in with this thing, and then within 15 minutes you have to rinse it all off, hence why I'm over here and we've got the hose pipe. And then it will take 16 hours to dry, and I might want to do another coat, but we'll see how easy it goes on. So protective gloves on, and we'll have a go at some furniture restoration. I know this isn't technically stirring it, but tell me it's not doing the same job. James Bond wouldn't argue, or rather he would argue, wouldn't he? Alright, so there we go. I've moved it in the sun to help it dry. Yeah. I guess we'll see when it's dry how much better it looks. I thought that the big change was from lichen to wood, but this is going a bit brighter. Yeah. I reckon I've got about as much content as I'm going to out of an old picnic table. What do you think? Happiness is. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Learning the Good Life.